Hello everyone, welcome back to Factorio x1000. So last time we got to the efficiency modules. We already have 180. I'm going to have productivity in 9 minutes too. We can start putting the modules into the machines, into the mining drills, into everything, and see how different my pollution cloud is going to be. So where should I do this first? I actually think that the easiest way of seeing the effect of the efficiency module is going to be this over here, this iron patch, because it has been spreading for longer than this thing already, right? This thing is not even working full speed yet, but this thing is. And it's kind of like separated from the other things. So let's see the effect on this. We have 100 mining drills, so I need 300 efficiency modules. We can wait for that. After we get the productivity, after we put the modules in, the next goal is going to be probably the blue science, which we can already research. This is not very expensive, just 75,000. Oh yeah, I also want to have the speed module, right? Or the oil. I probably want that, yeah. But we can start preparing and like researching the chemical science pack, and I wanted to start being crafted soon. If I plan to this to be done before 50 hours, it means that I have 6 hours to set up the blue science production. Other things to do would be to continue improving the rail network, setting up more stations. But we could also just continue doing the belts. Like instead of doing that station, I could just make these 2 red belts go all the way over here, right? It's not even that far, technically. But I think long term, it's better to do it with trains anyway. Right, efficiency modules into everything here. So there you go. Now, if I look at the pollution, electric mining drill, will I actually see this go down? This is just 100 mining drills out of 1,000 mining drills that I have placed in the world that are doing something. Oh, it actually stopped here. Yeah, that's right, because this train is not leaving now. We need to do this. This train leaves. I think train is still not coming here often enough. Here's the simplest thing that I can do to my rails. Whenever I want 2 separate rails, go from an intersection to a different intersection and make these 2 rails one directional. Something like that. I don't have the rails on me though. That means that this train could have been waiting over here already, right? I'm going to put the efficiency modules everywhere, I guess. Here's the question though. Do I use on the, let's say, the red chips, efficiency modules or productivity modules? Because on the mining drills, it's obvious that I should use efficiency. Pollution of these things, 1.4 minute. Productivity module is going to give me plus 40%. I don't know. Should I use efficiency still? Also, since this is going to be researched, I should set up the assemblers for productivity modules. I will need less of those. I'll just have 10. That's my current SPM, 1400. There you go. Productivity module is done. And I'm going to put those into a chest. This has been slowing down because of the oil currently. I can start by using the productivity modules on the oil refineries here, instead of connecting more oil. So I need 3 in each. I need 100. I can use efficiency in these assemblers. Does it matter as much? I think productivity for the plastic also is good. Did I skip steel furnaces? I have not researched the steel furnaces yet. The advanced material processing, just because it's 75,000, it cuts my coal consumption in half. It does not, because most of my coal is being consumed in the boilers for energy. So it's not that much of a save, actually. It's most of my coal is used in energy, and it's going to be in plastic too. Compared to that, the coal that I use for smelting, I can save there, sure, but the pollution save from that and the coal saves from that is, I don't think it's worth the 75,000 research. I'll do it at some point, but I think once I do that, I will like already have the blue science, and we are actually going to skip directly to the electric furnaces, because that will allow me to put also efficiency modules in them. How much of my pollution is furnaces? 2,500 a minute, compared to around a total of 20,000 maybe. So it's like 10%. I think instead of this, we can go for the important thing would be the modular armor and exoskeleton. So the red and green science that I still need to do. Solar energy, modular armor, portable solar panels. So this is still 500,000 science, right? A battery, personal battery would also needed, right? This time, while this is being researched, I'm going to use for like setting up or maybe buffering the blue science, depending on how big my blue science build is going to be. I could also like put the productivity on the labs first, but I think right now I just want this to make me more modules faster. Do we see any impact of the efficiency modules over here? I think I see it. I think that previously this was all like super duper red, but it's no longer that. But it's going to take time for this to disappear, I guess. Maybe in an hour we can take a look at this. Produce 10,000 advanced circuits per hour. Nice, nice, nice. That is done, that is done. How many more do I have on me? Not any. So I guess efficiency, we're going to wait for that. Start putting the productivity into the labs, maybe? Do you have mining productivity 2 yet? Or just mining productivity 1? I have mining productivity 0. 1 costs 250,000 red and green science. Here's all my bonuses. The only bonus that I have is the steel axe. Alright, how many of the labs can I cover? We go from top to bottom, right? For the labs that are working. That's it. That was not a lot. So if I have 450, I need 900. I need 1,000 productivity modules. Here and 1,000 here, so I need 2,000. Okay. Is my power gonna be able to handle this spike? Well, I mean, the labs are going to use a little bit more power, but I'm using the efficiency modules on the mining drills, which is going to cut my power down. Here's mining drills, here's the labs, right? I guess where they are actually going to swap. I have a lot of labs. Oof, 40 megawatts just for that. Well, we're waiting for more modules to be crafted, I think. Should I just be fighting more? Because I still need to like push the enemies out. Maybe start making the walls. I'm so lazy to do that. That will require a lot of time. But I will need the new resources for the blue science. Don't do a big project. Just iterate your way to Vulcanus. Well, I need a big project in order to get to Vulcanus. I need blue science. That's the last science that I need to set up before we go to space, right? But I want it to be at least 900 SPM, I think. Which will still need 10 yellow belts or 5 red belts of iron. I mean, 5 red belts of iron is not that bad, actually. It's like, even if I cover the existing ones, I'll have that. So maybe it's not that bad. I don't need to capture too many enemies. The problem with, like, if I don't fight the enemies, they are currently expanding at a very high rate. Because they have basically expanded to all of the free spaces outside of my pollution cloud. So the only spaces that they can expand to is inside of my pollution cloud. Which means that if I want to have easier time with biters, I actually need to go and explore more territory. Maybe that's even more important than clearing the nests. But let's at least kill the ones that I'm touching. 900 SPM more than enough. I don't think 900 SPM is more than enough. Because if I was calculating that before. If I do it at a 900 SPM, then I'm going to get to space in around 30 hours. I mean, 30 hours compared to the current playtime of 44 hours is like nothing, right? But imagine if I do it at an 1800 SPM, then we're just going to go to space in 15 hours. So I think the way it's going to go is that I'm going to build the factory for the blue science without connecting the ore patches, and then connect a little bit, and then a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. So for the next 30 hours, connecting ore patches, killing the nest, connecting ore patches, killing the nests, building the walls. So I will make the science running at very slow speed at first, because at first I will just build the factory for the science, but not connect the resources for it, right? So the first stage, I guess, if we build it in stages, is just the factory, just the buildings for producing the science. But then after that, we will also need to connect the resources, right? So yeah. So after that, we will be spending time making the rails, fighting the enemies, connecting ore patches, building the walls. This thing has already been shrinking, I think. Still unsure what should I use on the assemblers of the various things, efficiency or productivity. Like if I just use only efficiency everywhere, except for the labs and being efficient is not really a good idea. There is like a lot of assemblers for the science too. Do I use the efficiency there? If I look at the pollution from the assembly machines, then it's 1000. So even if I double this, okay, it's 1000 here and 1000 there, so maybe like 2000. If I double that, that was going to be like 4000, which is still less than the current electric mining drill, so maybe it's okay. Alright, the speed module is researched. Instead of connecting more oil, what I can do really quickly is just put the speed modules on these pump jacks. So let's set up a little bit of that stuff. Yeah, modules are all researched. Right now I'm going for the chemical science pack. I'm going to try and start setting it up. It's going to take a while. I will be setting that up. I will be fighting the biters at the same time. After I set up the factory for building that, I will be connecting the ores, and we are going to be doing that for until we are in space, I think. Getting to space in less than 100 hours. Yeah, I think so. How long do you think it's going to take me to build the factory for the chemical science pack? I think in 5 hours we can build it. So if I can build it in 5 hours, then we just have 50 hours to do the research. And I think that's more than enough if I keep growing the factory in terms of like the resources all of that time. All right, how many speed modules do I want? Maybe just 200 should be enough. Modules should increase research by a few percent. I mean, I'm not making a full belt over here anymore, right? This is basically twice less than it should be, right? So this green science is very bad right now. I should connect more ores to this. It will allow me to go back to my previous SP, to closer to my previous SPM of 1800. $500 more productivity, nice. Right. Maybe I should start making the blue signs. It's okay if this is not working full speed right now. So this is going to be a one-way rail now, so this way we only go on the right side. Which way do you guys prefer when you are building your rails? The right side movement or the left side movement? Okay, and then I can even do more signals in between now, so that we can store multiple trains on these lines if we want. And that. There you go. Also, I can, I'm not, like, balancing the extraction of the ore here. I should do that. These guys were attacked from an expansion over there. Alright, let's get to building now. I am going to probably build the blue science somewhere around here. Because I want the pollution cloud to grow in this direction. Because of a lot of water and choke points that will allow me to... Basically, water means less enemies, right? Let's start doing the engine units. Let's say that I am planning for 1800 SPM, which is a full red belt of science. One science is one engine unit. I need a full red belt of engines. 9 red belts of iron ore. That's a lot of ore. Let's start by doing the smelting of all of that iron. So in order to smelt 9 belts of iron ore, that's just for the engine units, I need 100 furnaces for 1 belt, right? So I need 900 furnaces. 2000 inserters. There we go. Chemical science pack is researched. Let's select the next thing to do. So I cannot do right now anything with the blue science until I set it up. But what is something that is useful? Like I said, we are going to try and go for the exoskeleton because that's the most important thing for me to do. So in order to do the exoskeleton, I will need modular armor, solar panels, portable solar panels, the batteries and personal batteries that will be needed. So portable solar panels, batteries, and exoskeletons. Those are the things that I want in my equipment. I need these 5 times. I think I'm not building this full, not immediately at least. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to be my smeltery with 1,000 stone furnaces. So let's say that over here somewhere, I'm going to have the train stop. Let's say that this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will also need the coal here. How much coal do I need for this many smelteries? I don't have the ores for all of that, so I think I will just build a little bit here and finish this smeltery later. About 7 hours, right? Until I research everything that I need from red and green. After that, it should be only blue science. Build all optimizations besides surviving and being able to build more are just good to haves. Oh, well, I am surviving. Surviving is not difficult. The problem is getting more room for myself, right? Because of that, I'm doing efficiency here to not grow my pollution cloud. And I'm starting to doubt if it was even worth it, you know? But I don't know. I think it still is worth it. Hopefully it's worth it still. And I didn't spend time on useless stuff. Did the minor pollution decrease much? I mean, it should have been decreased. There we go. See, electric mining drill. That was the pollution before, and that's the pollution now. So far, the efficiency module has not been decreasing my pollution cloud much. I have been placing the efficiency modules in these guys, so this is still the same distance as before. If I put the productivity into all of the assemblers of the science too, to save on the things, put the productivity modules in all of these. Productivity saves on electricity for all the ingredients, technically. Does it? Yes, we do this, that, and that. And I will also need the coal. I have the coal here. That's used for power right now. I have coal over there. Maybe I just belt from this way. Trains are not coming this way. It is fine. We just first should start doing the building, right? So let's say that this is all working. I want to do the engines. I want to do a full red belt of engines. So I need 400 assembly machine tools. They do a longer line. There's cliffs for longer lines, so probably not longer lines. That is 160. Okay, where do I build this? Actually, if I make this at 200, I can do the other one wherever it fits. It fits over here, so let's do it here. Beautiful. For now, I probably am going to just build one line. Also, these things will require 2 belts of pipes. I need 20 of these. So 10 for each of those. 10 for each of these. And then I will also need the gears. Half a belt of gears. 5 of these. For the 200, and I also need the steel. Some of this is actually going to need to be steel instead of just iron, right? I think I'm just going to build a smeltery for steel over here, let's say. Let's imagine that there's going to be a belt of steel going this way. And this is going to be a belt of iron. One of the belts of iron is going to go that way. So I can combine that steel with that gears. And then we also have to have these 2 belts of input. One of the steel with gears, one with the pipes. So far, do you enjoy 1000X run or regular? I don't like regular. They are too easy. But x1000, maybe it was a little bit too grindy. The only problem is that I could not come up with a different challenge for the space age, because all of the other things don't make much sense. Challenges that were cool to do in Factorio 1, like the reduced resources, don't make sense here, because Vulcanus and like the other planets, they have infinite resources. The Death World stuff doesn't make sense because it only affects Novice. So with space age, the only one that makes any sense is the x1000 to me, so I do that. It's okay, somebody has to do it, right? 100 times speed spoilage. Yeah, but like I said, like, it doesn't affect the entire playthrough, it only affects one planet. So like, for a good challenge on space age, we need to have different rules for every planet, basically. Can I mark everything for deconstruction? Then the belts are actually going to stop, right? And that means that when I'm placing the power poles, I'm not going to be affect. My movement is not going to be affect anymore. And then I'm just going to undo the deconstruction. Alright, I have built the engines. I just need the steel smeltery, and then the engines are going to be done. I have a little bit of the red chips, which are actually like filled here. I can start by stealing these chips. Although I think I will want to do my own one here anyway. We'll see. This is going to be done in 3 hours. All right. Maybe I'll just build another red chip factory. 3 hours for solar, not like this. It's fine, it's fine. It's not that much. We have been in this world for 47 hours already. What is another 3 hours? It's nothing. I think productivity module on the military science is really important. Should have done that earlier, maybe. Blueprint on top, like this. Rotate all of the inserters. So now the steel, the iron is kind of here. I need to connect the coal, and that would be I need the coal, and I need the train with ore start coming this way, and that would be the engines. That's enough for 900 SPM, right? Let's start placing modules in more places. You won't place double rails everywhere? It takes time. My goal here is to move as quick as possible. Every single thing to build takes time. I'm trying to choose what I do. For now, I'm okay without a double rail. I only have like 3 trains moving right now. 2 iron trains and 1 personal. Right, that was military. Green science. Does that increase my power a lot? It does increase my power, but hopefully not too much. Is there an end goal to this challenge? Well, beat the game. We'll see if I play after beating the game. Not sure about that one. Beautiful. Alright. So that's another iron ore station. Let's connect these coal to the engines. Modular armor actually can be useful right now because it increases my inventory size by 10. I have another line of the inventory. Maybe I should craft it. As my 2 belts, I'm just going to take 1 belt for now. Make it go towards the smelteries. For steel, and then also we'll need to go down. Okay, and if I want more, this is another this is the continuation of the coal. All right, good. So I have this is going to be the engines once the train is coming this way, right? Everything for the engines is set up. Let's continue setting up the blue science. It will need half of a red belt of sulfur and 3 belts of plastic. Let's start with sulfur, half of a belt. So I just want just 10 of these is going to be good enough. So since I have coal here, I can do it directly over here. Good enough. Then we'll also do the plastic. I need 3 belts, 15 for 1 belt. Let's do 16. So 1 belt is going to be done like that. We do the fast inserter out, the long inserter in. For the coal, That's a single belt. And that is my hole going like this. So I need 1, 2, 3. Nice. All of that is going to require. So for sulfur, I will need 240 petroleum. For plastic, 900. I need around 1200 petroleum. 30 other refineries is enough, right? I think 30 refineries is enough. Okay, 30 of these. I think at this point, since this is going to be for the blue science, I will actually plan for the advanced oil processing. So if this is one of them, I'll just do the old way like this. And yeah, good enough. This is 2, 4, 16, and then I can do this on the other side. This should be enough for my 1800 blue science, right? Unless I miscalculated again, which can happen. Alright, here's petroleum. Iron never arrived here still. Okay, that's okay. We're imagining that it's here for now. I will also need the copper. More smelteries for copper. And do the red chips somewhere. So the chips, I need to have triple as that. This is 120. This is supposed to give me half of a red belt. Yeah, I want 1.5 belts, right? So this 3 times. This 3 times. Maybe it can fit over here, and over here. Sure. Okay, so this is what I want to build. This will require the green chips. Each of these is half of a belt, which requires a full belt of green. Full belt of green chips is just that. So I need this near every one of those. All right, so sure, here. Here. Sure. Okay, so I can build like one of these things for now. I am planning to give this thing raw resources. This is going to be all of this is just a factory for the blue science. I'm going to give it the raw resources there, and then it's going to be smelted, crafted all into the blue science there. And we have the circuit network researched, which means that I can start crafting combinators. Combinators are good. Arithmetic combinators, some constants and some deciders. So over here, for example, right, I have train stop, and I want this to receive the trains. Right now the limit is set to 1. I can instead have an arithmetic combinator divide the ore. I will set this to each so that I use this on other, like independently of the ore type. Everything is stacking to 50. So I divide this by the amount of one wagon. One wagon is 8,000. This is how many trains can I fill currently. So right now I can fill 6 trains. I'll do the same over here if I do it on both sides, basically, and knock this together. So right now I can do 12 trains as a result. Set the train limit to be equal to the amount of trains. There's still a lot of building that needs to be done and a lot of fighting to set up the blue science. So yes, I'm not going to build it all today, but I think next time I can finish all the buildings. The amount of research that is left to be done, so this is like 2 hours, right? 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, and then we start the research on next time then, probably. Sounds good. But that's going to be it for me for today. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Bye.